Shalom. I want to start off by giving our praises to the Heavenly Father and His only begotten Son through the name of the Holy Spirit. Let's call Haloyim, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakah, Kodash. Peace and blessings unto the children of God, all those laboring to be in the spirit of our Lord, Yahweh Shai HaMashiach, and love their brother and their neighbor with fervent charity, with a pure heart. Shalom. Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakah, Kodash, Rakatham. So all you listeners who tune into this, Shalom. This is Brother Yatazah Khan coming back at you with another lesson through the spirit and power of Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shai, by Hashem, Rakak Wadash, Adawan Ratazah. And I'm just going to jump right into it. Lord willing, is edifying. This Romans chapter 12 and verse 9, it says, let love be without dissimulation, abhor that which is evil, cleave to that which is good. So it says, let love be without dissimulation. Let's go into this word, dissimulation. Slovakia. Go into it. Try it again. Dissimulation. There's G505, which is unfeigned or undisguised, sincere. Sincere, without dissimulation, without hypocrisy. Yeah, so basically to pretend love, like it says, let love be without dissimulation. Matter of fact, let's see what love is too. That's the Greek word agape, G26, which goes into affection, goodwill, love, benevolence, brotherly love. You know what I'm saying? So it goes into brotherly love, you know. Salakia. It goes into goodwill, love, benevolence, you know. So it goes into affection, being kindly affectioned. Matter of fact, let's read verse 10. It says, be kindly affectioned one to another with brotherly love and honor, preferring one another, not slothful in business, fervent in spirit, serving the Lord. So this is how you're fervent in spirit, you know. This is how you fervent in spirit, by not letting love be without by letting love be without dissimulation. And you let love be without dissimulation by being kindly affectioned one toward another, preferring one another in honor, you know, with brotherly love, man. You know, this is what service is all about. This is what's being in the spirit of Yahweh Bashem, Yahweh Shai, Bashem Rakakadash is all about, man. All right, being letting your love be without dissimulation to your brother, man. Okay, so and the reason I wanted to bring this out is because, like, a lot of brothers, they'll say like they really care about you. You know what I'm saying? They'll say they're really here for you. You know, they'll say that they really got your back. You know what I'm saying? They say I'm always here if you need you. You know what I'm saying? But if you end up in a situation, if you end up in a critical situation, brothers don't really be there for you, or brothers, or they'll be quick to bash you and be like and point out reasons why that you could have did to avoid being in the situation you're in versus helping you, or they'll just want to hear about it and know what you're going through just to see if your struggle matches up with their struggle, if your struggle is more than their struggle, if their struggle is more than you. Just a bunch of buffoonery, man. But where's the true benevolence at? Where's the true being kindly affectionate towards my situation and what I got going on? You know what I'm saying? That's what real brothers do, and that's what real love is. You know, this is how you truly love the Lord first and foremost, and this is how you and this is how you show love to your brother. You know, truly. You know, is by not being slothful in business. You know, being fervent in spirit, and being quick with benevolence and kind affections So like let me get one. So like it's First Peter chapter 1 and verse 22. It says, "Seeing ye have purified your souls in obeying the truth through the Spirit unto unfeigned love of the brethren, see that ye love one another with a pure heart fervently. So this is what it's all about. You know what I'm saying? Loving each other with a pure heart. You know what I'm saying? This is how your soul is purified, man. You know what I'm saying? This is how you're truly in the spirit of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, is by uh, having that unfeigned love towards the brother. And that unfeigned goes into undissimulated love. Undissimulated love, because we just went into dissimulation, and dissimulation goes into feigned or disguised, or, you know what I'm saying, insincere. So, unfeigned love would be sincere love, you know, of the brethren. See that they love one another with a pure heart fervently. And that's how you have a pure, and this is how you have that pure heart and that pure mind. This is how you have that purified soul. This is how you have a soul that's cleansed. This is how you have a soul that's cleansed, is by having that unfeigned love towards the brethren, you know, by having that unfeigned love towards the brethren. This is how you cleanse your soul, you know, and this is how you have a pure, and this is what a pure heart is all about, you know, and this is what a fervent spirit is all about, having unfeigned love for your brethren, undisguised true love, true benevolence. You know what I'm saying? True benevolence. You know what I'm saying? That means being sensitive to brothers' situations. You know what I'm saying? Being sensitive to what brothers may be going through. Being sensitive to brothers' past. You know what I'm saying? Being sensitive to a brother's different circumstances, man. You know what I'm saying? And then not only being sensitive to it, but also being of help. You know what I'm saying? Being of service. That's what it's all about. Ready to distribute. It's a necessity of the saints. This is so necessary within service of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shah, because if not, no work is getting done if this is not getting done. You know what I'm saying? This like, you're not doing the Lord's work by, you know what I'm saying, trying to scold someone or reprimand someone. That's not doing the Lord's work, man. Doing the Lord's work is truly trying to help a brother, be better, or make it through whatever hardships and tribulations that he's faced with. You know, that's what the service of the Lord is about, man. Matter of fact, go ahead to Hebrews 6:10. This Hebrews chapter 6 and verse 10. It says, "For Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai is not unrighteous to forget your work and labor of love which they have showed toward his name, and that they have ministered to the saints and do minister." So we're supposed to minister unto the saints. Matter of fact, let's go into ministry. To be a servant, to serve, wait upon, to minister, to be served, to wait. Wow, to minister, supply food and necessities of life. You know, to serve another's interest. Wow, to minister a thing to one, to serve one, or supplying anything. Right. So let me. So like, let's keep reading. Verse 11, "And we desire that every one of you do show the same diligence to full assurance of the hope into the end." So, and show diligence in what? What are we showing diligence in? You know what I'm saying? We're showing eagerness in ministering unto the saints. And why would we be showing eagerness in ministering unto the saints? Because we we're doing it with a sincere heart. We're doing it with a pure heart. We're doing it sincerely. We're doing it with unfeigned love. You know, we're showing unfeigned love. You know, this is why we would have eagerness, and why would we show this full assurance? Why would we continue to commit unto this way unto the end? Because the end of the commandment is charity out of a pure heart. Matter of fact, let me get that one real quick. Okay, Con. It's like this 1 Timothy 9 or 1 and 5, it says, "Now the end of the commandment is charity out of a pure heart and a good conscience and a faith unfeigned." There you go right there. You know what I'm saying? So this is why you're supposed to keep the same full assurance of hope unto the end, because this is the end of the commandment, charity out of a pure heart. So this is how you're fulfilling commandment when you're operating in charity out of a pure heart. This is how you are you're keeping the commandments. This is how you're ultimately um, fully grasping full on servitude unto Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shine to the saints. You know, is by having that charity out of a pure heart. This is the end of the commandment. And faith unfeigned. Believing that continuing to be fervent in spirit towards service unto your brother, you know, is gonna is gonna lead to Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai, what I'm saying, being of service of you in time of affliction, or, being of service of you, period, with helping you having growth in spirit, you know. Salaki. Salaki. Let me read verse 6. It says, from which some have swerved, turned, Salaki, from which some having swerved have turned aside unto vain jangling. Vain jangling, basically, teaching things that's uh, not, 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 not matching up with having love unfeigned. For the brother, not putting brothers in the, not helping brothers grow within the fervent spirit, of benevolence and being kindly affectionate. You know, they swerve aside after vain jangling because they don't want to follow the commandment, which is to have charity out of a pure heart towards your brother. You know, it says, from which some having swerved turned aside unto vain jangling, desiring to be teachers of the law, understanding neither what they say nor whereof they affirm. But we know that the law is good if a man use it lawfully. You know what I'm saying? So the law is good if a man uses it lawfully. And you be fervent in spirit. If you're fervent in spirit, you're going to be using the law lawfully. Why? Because knowing this, that the law is not made for a righteous man, right? So the law was not made for a righteous man, but it was made but for the lawless and disobedient, for the ungodly, and for sinners, and for holy and profane, for murderers of fathers and murderers of mothers, and for manslayers, for whoremongers, for them that defile themselves with mankind, for men stealers, for liars, for perjured persons, if there be anything other, so like if there be any other thing that is contrary to sound doctrine, so having true unfeigned love and true kind affection, you will understand that, and truly keeping the commandments and keeping the law would to be of service unto the unholy and to the profane, to the ungodly and to the disobedient, to the sinners, for murders of fathers, murders of mothers, manslayers, humongers, and the abusers of themselves with mankind's liars and stealers. You know, we're supposed to still have unfeigned love towards these men. We're supposed to have sincere love towards these men, regardless of the actions that they have exhibited, or what we could feel makes them unworthy of service. Which you should never feel like no one is unworthy of service if you're truly in the spirit of Yahweh Shem Yahushua with a pure heart. You know, but I brought this out to say uh, that in the commandment is charity out of a pure heart, and that's and it listed all these people that the law was made for, because um, ultimately uh, this shows if you have a true heart towards the Lord, when regardless of what somebody has done, you're still gonna be of service to them, or regardless of how you look at somebody, you still be of service to them. And this is what having unfeigned love is all about. This is what having that sincere love is all about. I'm gonna just get a couple more. So the end of the commandment is charity out of a pure heart. I want to go back to Hebrews too. Okay. it's First John 3:16. Hereby perceive we the love of Yahweh Shemashah because he laid down his life for us, and we ought to lay down our lives for the brethren. But whoso have this world's good, and see if his brother have need, and shutteth up his bowels of compassion from him, how dwelleth with the love of Yahweh Shemashah in him, right? Because there's undissimulated love. That's not the spirit. You're not in the spirit of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. You know, if you see your brother struggling, or you see your brother going through something, and then you're doing better, but then you just be like, nah, I'm straight on helping him, or I'm not gonna feel compassionate towards him in his situation. It's his fault. He's in that situation, or uh, that's judgment from the Lord, or that's what he got to deal with from the Lord, versus having that unfeigned love and being like, man, I gotta be compassionate towards them and help them be in a better situation. You know what I'm saying? Help them in their time of need, especially if you want somebody to help you increase in your abundance all the time, and then when somebody but then when they need help, you can't help them. You know what I'm saying? That's bullshit. It says only time brothers want to call you is when they want to talk about some kind of controversy that's going on within Israel. You know what I'm saying? Some kind of questions in doctrine, or uh, they just want to talk shit. They don't want to call you to like really sincerely tap in with what's going on and be helpful to your situation. That's not what brothers really want to do. It's not about that. But that's what the service of the Lord is about. That's what having a pure heart is about. You know, and this what proves if you truly have the love of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai dwelling in you, if you have that unfeigned love for the brother and being compassionate upon them in their bonds. It says, Salakia, verse 18, my little children, let us not love in word, neither in tongue, but in deed and in truth. So you have to you can't just love in word. You can't just be like, oh, I love you, bro, or I love you, or I do love my brothers. I do love my people. You know what I'm saying? But you don't have, but uh, really, really, you don't hurt it because you don't show it through action. You don't show it through action. So you don't really have that love. You just saying it. You're not of service to no one. You're not admonishing anyone. You know, you're not admonishing your brother. You're not of service to him. You don't care about him. You don't pray for him. You know what I'm saying? Nothing. You know what I'm saying? But you want to say that you truly love your brothers. That's bullshit, man. You don't want to forbear them. You don't want to long suffer with them. Nothing. You know what I'm saying? But you truly love them, man. That's unfeigned love. I mean, that's feigned love. That's just loving in word. It's not loving in the spirit of truth. You know. Let me read verse 19. Hereby we know that we are of the truth and shall assure our hearts before him. So this is how you know you in the truth. Is by loving in deed and in truth. Being in the spirit of truth, having that pure heart fervently, having that charity towards your brother. You know what I'm saying? Preferring one another in honor. And this is how you know if you're truly in the spirit of the Lord. Like we was touching on earlier. This is what the spirit of being in the spirit of the Lord is all about. Let's go to first. Let's go right here. It's First John 4:20. It says, if a man say, I love Yahweh Shem Yahushai, and hateth his brother, he is a liar. For he that loveth not his brother whom he hath seen, how can he love Yahweh Shem Yahushai, whom we have seen? And this commandment have we from him, that he who loveth Yahweh Shem Yahushai love his brother also. So this is the commandment that we have from Yahweh Shem Yahushai. It's to love our brother as if we love uh, ourselves. You know what I'm saying? And also, within doing that, this is how we show that we love Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai. You know, and this is the key point on why love is to be without dissimulation, because this assures your heart before Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai and man, when you're actually having that true love without dissimulation. You know, because this assures your heart before Yahweh Bashim Yahweh shot and men. You know, so this is what it's all about. You know, having that benevolence towards one another. You know what I'm saying? Having that true care, that true being truly considerate, being truly compassionate. You know, this is what love is all about. You know, and this is what service to the Lord is all about. This is what having a pure heart is all about. This is what being in the spirit of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua is all about. You know, let's go back to Hebrews and I'm gonna just wrap it here. It's Hebrews 6 and 11, and we desire that every one of you do show the same diligence to the full assurance of hope unto the end, that ye be not slothful, but followers of them who through faith and patience inherit the promises. So there go back again, it's saying be not slothful, because we was reading in Romans the 12th chapter about what's going on, brother. All right, how about you, brother? Thank you. But so we read in Romans 12 about slothful, being not slothful in business, but being fervent in spirit. And we was just reading up here in Hebrews the 6th chapter about ministering unto the saints. You know what I'm saying? Being um, uh, ministering towards Yahweh Shah by ministering unto the saints, which this is how you're being fervent in spirit, and you minister unto the saints by not letting your love be without dissimulation, being kindly affection towards them, regardless of how you feel about them or what they have done, or you know what I'm saying, or what kind of prosperity you personally are having. You know, um, this is for Yahweh Shemashah is not unrighteous to forget your work and labor of love. So that's what it's all about, the work and labor of love. That's how you fervent in spirit, and this is how you're not slothful. You know, being having that, letting your love be without dissimulation, um, following the end of the commandment out of a pure heart. You know, this is what labor is. It's a labor of love, and we're supposed to continue to labor within this love, unto the end, and be not slothful in it, because why? Because this is how, because to the end of faith unfeigned. We're supposed to have faith unfeigned, and this is how we inherit the promises, which is ultimately for us to be able to grasp the spirit of Yahweh Shah Mashiach eternally. You know what I'm saying? So, and the spirit of our Lord Yahweh Shah Mashiach eternally is always about having that service, that servitude unto others. You know what I'm saying? And esteeming others higher than yourself. This is gonna go on perpetually when we receive the promises. You know what I'm saying? But we're working right now and giving all we got. What we're supposed to be laboring with all we have to be kindly affectionate and loving towards one another, so we can take a full grasp onto this spirit. You know, so that we're not being slothful within our labors of love and affection and kindness and forbearance and long suffering. You know, um, but yeah, I just brought this out because just on my spirit, man. You gotta let love be without assimilation. If you truly love, matter of fact, let's get what benevolence is before I go. It's like it. Yeah, the quality of well meaning. So you gotta mean well, man. Um, big heart, kindness, goodness, goodwill, having that benignity, benefication, good nature, kind heartedness. It's like you. Look at y'all looking more on the phone. Fool. It's like you. Yeah, it's like you. I'm gonna get y'all some more on that. Kind. There we go. Call off. Yeah. Charity, thoughtfulness, consideration, decency, generosity, um, bounty, liberality, being a humanitarian, unselfishness, sympathy. So, being sympathetic to brothers, you know, being sympathetic to brothers in their situations, being sympathetic to them, period, being tender, being kind hearted, having that goodwill towards them, having that good nature and that goodness, that generosity, that benefication, that benignity, you know. This is what being fervent in the spirit is all about. This is what service of the Lord is all about, you know. So brothers got to take more, pay more attention to this, man. You know what I'm saying? Like brothers want to pay attention to everything else except for the true service, man. What about your brother, man? Help him out. Be there for him. Be considerate to him. Be loving to him. Be kind to him. You know. But that's it, man. I pray through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shema Shah is edifying. I want to give our praise to Yahweh, Hashem, Yahweh Shah, Hashem, Kakwadash. I don't know about the side, it's edifying. Shalom.